This is the Roulette Master, and I cannot wait to introduce to you the incredible new Play All Day and Never Lose roulette system by Mark. And today we're going to put his system up against one that's been doing really well on the channel lately. This is going to be 3 up, 24 numbers, and we're going to start with that first. And let's go ahead and get going. And let's go ahead and place the bets now on the last 2 dozens that that exclude the one that hit last. So let's go ahead and put it on first and second 12 for 10 each. And spin, here we go. And with this system that's been doing really well lately on the channel, we're going to be going up 3 units with losses. So we got the win there. And you can see we're currently up $10. So now we'll leave out the dozen that hit last and spin, which was the first dozen. And here we go. That's a 0, and that's a loss. So when you hit a 0, the bets are going to stay the same because the dozens are still the same in order. So let's go ahead now. We're going to go up 3 units from 10 to 40. Okay, that's an $80 total bet. Now there's 40 on each instead of 10 on each. We went up 3 units. And that's a 21 red. And with this system, you're actually better off if you lose the first bet if you win the second one. So you might have to think about that for a second, but we're already up $30. And we're going to be leaving out the second dozen this time. All right, let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. Okay, that's a 35 black. All right, that's a $10 win. So now we'll be leaving out the third 12. And we're up $40 already. And let's go ahead and spin. There's been a couple different variations of this lately by subscribers sending stuff in. But all the systems that have gone 3 up have done pretty well. So let's go ahead. Now we're up $50. We'll leave out the second 12.
No more bets.
And here we go. And if you go back and forth between 10 and 40, well, you can really make some money quick with this one. There's another win there. And winning every spin is good as well. So we'll take that, and we're up 60 now. Let's go ahead and spin again here. All right, here we go. That is a double 0, which again isn't good, but if you win the next bet, it's great. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's see if we can get a first or second 12 at 40 each, 80 total. And we did, so that's great. We got the win at 40, and it's always good when you win at the $40 level. You can see we're already up $80. So we'll be on first and third now, and here we go. Okay, that's a 13 black, and we lost, so we're going to go up 3 units. So let's go ahead now, and we're going to go from 10 to 40. And again, if you can go back and forth between 10 and 40, man, you can make a lot of money quick. Let's see if we can do it again. And we did. That's a 2 black. Fantastic. So when you win, you go back to where we started. We're up $100. We'll be on second and third now. We're leaving out the dozen that just hit last, the first dozen. And here we go. That's a 28 black. That's another win. You can see now we're up $110. So winning money very quickly with this one already. We're leaving out the third dozen now that just hit. And we won again. That's a 5 red. All right, so now we're up $120. We'll leave out that first dozen that just hit there.
No more bets.
And let's see if we can get a second or third dozen hit. If we don't, and we lose just like we did there with the 7 red, we can go from 10 to 40 up 3 units. So let's do that. And again, it's fine when you lose the first one if you win this second one. And we did. That's a 27 red. Okay, so we're up $140 now. We'll be on first and second 12. But make sure you keep watching this one because you need to know what happens when you have multiple losses because you're going to have to get close to session profit before you restart, and we need to go over that. So we're up $150 already. We'll be on second and third dozen, and let's spin. All right, here we go. There's a win on 28 black. Fantastic. So we'll be on first and second now. We'll leave out that one that hit last. We're up $160. And here we go. Okay, that's a 0. We think that's the third one already, but we're doing fine. And again, it's okay as long as you get a win on the next one. And even if you don't, you want to keep track of where your profit is. We're at 140 right now. And you want to try to get close to that profit level if you can, if you have multiple losses. So that's a 14 red. And we got the win. Fantastic. So anytime you win at 40, that's great. We're up $180. And we'll be on first and third now.
No more bets.
All right, here we go. That's a 29 black. That's a win, but make sure you stick around for this one. We have a bunch of losses in a row. We're up 190 now, and we'll be leaving out that third 12 now.
No more bets.
Because you need to know what to do when you have multiple losses, and what would make that occur would be a bunch of 112 in a row. And there we go. There's a loss. So we're going to go from 10 to 40. So if we did have a bunch of third 12s in a row, we have 2 in a row right now. If we have a bunch in a row, you need to know how to get back, and that's a 6 black. But fortunately, we won at the $40 level, so we're up 210 now. And so make sure you stick around for when we have a bunch of losses in a row, so you can see how to deal with that, and that's really important. That's a 26 black, and that's a win. We're up $220, and we're going to be on first and second now. Here we go. Okay, and coming up, we're going to be going over bankroll and everything else you need to know with this one, and waiting for those multiple losses in a row to show you how to deal with them. We'll be on first and third now. We're leaving out the last dozen that hit, and here we go. That's a 34 red. That's another win. So we're already up $240 with this, and I'll tell you what, it's been testing really well on the channel, and I've been putting systems up against the new ones that have been winning a lot, because I know you guys want to see the ones that have been doing well. We're up 250 now, and this system is a nice combination of, if you triple, like with triple martingale, it gets too dangerous and you lose your bankroll quick. But if you only go up 1 unit when you're playing 24 numbers like this, it gets really hard to get back to where you were before. So this is a nice combination of those. We're up 230. We're going to increase from 10 to 40. And if we lose this one, then I'm going to show you what to do next year. That's a 12 red. Okay, we won that one, but I'm sure we'll get some losses here. We're up 270. So just hang tight. I'm sure we'll get multiple losses in a row. That's why we play each of these for 15 minutes, so that you can see good and bad with each system and how to deal with it. And that's a $10 win. We're up $280 already, so this is performing fantastic, just like the last couple times we tested 3 up on 24 numbers. And that's a 35 black. That is another win. So we're up $290 now. Now we'll be on first and second, leaving out the third 12 that just hit. And here we go. That is a 24 black. All right, that's a win. We're up $300, and we'll be on first and third now. Okay, let's go ahead and spin. That's a 6 black. Okay, that's a win. We're up $310 now. We'll be on second and third. And here we go. And that's a 00. And that's a loss, so we're going to go from 10 to 40. And spent. Here we go. That's a 7 red. So now we're starting to get multiple losses in a row. That's 3 in a row. So now we go up 3 more units, but we want to see where we were before. We were up 290, and we're going to go from 40 to 50 to 60 to 70. So let's go ahead and do that. Up 4 units, and so 40, 50, 60. I'm sorry, up 3 units, and that's 70 each, 140 total. And here we go. That's a 27 red. All right, let's see where we're at profit-wise. We're only 10 away from session profit, so we should restart. If you're anywhere close to session profit with a system like this, you want to restart when you get a win, and let's go ahead and do that. We're back to 10 each. Now, if we had way more losses in a row with this system, you would need to get multiple wins to kind of get back in the ballpark of session profit. So we'll talk about that a little bit more here as we go through as well. We're going to go from 10 to 40. And again, if you can go back and forth between 10 to 40 and lose and then win and then lose and then win, boy, you can make a lot of profit quickly, and that's what we're doing right now. We're up $300 already, and we'll be on first and third for 10 each. And here we go. That's a 31 black, and that's a win. So now we're up $310. We'll be on first and second. Now leaving out the third 12 that just hit. And that's a 3 red. Okay, that's a win. Now we're up $320. We'll be on second and third. All right, here we go. That's a 25 red. And that's a win. Now we're up $330. We'll be on first and second. Here we go. And that's a 5 red. And that's a win. So we're up $340. Now we'll be on second and third. Here we go. And that's a 23 red. Okay, so we're up $350. Now we'll be on first and third. This is doing fantastic. We're making a lot of money in a very short amount of time. And that's a win on 30 red. Okay, we're up $360 now. We'll be on first and second. Here we go. And that's a win on 5 red. So doing really well with 3 up on 24 numbers. We're up $370, and we'll be on second and third now. Okay, that's a 2 black. And we lost. So let's add, go from 10 to 40. And spin. And we got the win, 20 black. Okay, so we're up $390 now, and we'll be on first and third. And another way that you can play this, the progression is the key, but another way to play this is if you start getting a bunch of 112 in a row, you can switch it up to the last 2 dozens that have hit. But we got the win there. We're at $400, and we're doing pretty well with leaving out the last one that hit. But if you start feeling like you've been doing really well for a while, and you feel like there might be a run coming of 112, you can always switch it to the last 2 dozens that have hit. So we're up $410 now. We'll be on second and third, leaving out that last dozen that hit there. And here we go. That's a 13 black. And we won. So now we'll be on first and third. And we're at $420. Here we go. So that's a 4 black. That's a win. So we're up $430. Boy, this is just doing fantastic. Just making money time after time after time. And again, if you do get a bunch of losses in a row, then and there's one right there, then you can you'll need some multiple wins to get back to near session profit, but not as many as it would take if you were just going up 1 unit. So this is a nice blend between a risky triple martingale and one that's just up 1 unit. And now we're getting multiple losses in a row. So this is what I was talking about. We're going to go now from 40 to 70, up 3 units again. And you can see on that last one we lost 80. So we were up 410. Let's go ahead and spin and see where we get here. And that's a 33 black. That's a win. Let's see where that puts us. And it's only $10 away from where we were before, so I would recommend restarting. We'll be on first and second. Let's go ahead and spin. Don't be greedy when you're doing really well. If you get near session profit with a system like this, restart. You're going to start making money right away anyway. You're going to build it back up. We're already back to 410 anyway, so don't be greedy and just continue to make profit. And if you take a small loss here or there, don't worry about that. What you don't want to do is lose your whole bankroll, and that's a win there. We're at $420 now. We'll be on first and third. And again, if you have multiple losses in a row, you'll just have to keep going up 3 units. But it is easier than just going up 1 unit. So this is a nice blend. We're going to go from 10 to 40. And it's nowhere near as risky as tripling the bet. And this is a $2,000 bankroll. You can also play this with a $200 bankroll in dollar units if you play online. Now we have a couple losses in a row. So we're going to go from 40 to 70, and we're up 3 units. Here we go. Okay, and look at that. We lost again. Back-to-back double zeros. So let's go up 3 units again. And spin. And now we're at 100 each instead of 70 each. We went up 3 more units. That's a 25 red. Okay, and that's a win. And we just ran out of time at 15 minutes. So we made $280 profit. We were up more than that, and I'm sure we would have got back where we were before. But the time just expired, and we made $280 profit with 3 up on 24 numbers. But now it is time for the new roulette system of the day from Mark. He said he's been winning with this every single day, and it's play all night long roulette. And let's see how it does. Here we go. All right, the time is finally here for the new Play All Night Roulette system by Mark. Let's go ahead and place the bet. And he just starts with following the color that hit last for $1. And let's go ahead and spin. He says you can play this all night long and consistently win every day like he's doing. And that's a 19 red. Okay, we won. And if we win, you just stay at $1 on the color that hit last. There's a lot more to this than that. And I haven't seen a system like this before. It's very different. So if you're looking for something very unique, this would be the one. And I'm going to now, after you lose on the color on 1, you go to the last dozen that hit. So let's go ahead and do that. And we're going to be on first 12 for $1. And here we go. So we moved from the last color to hit to the last dozen that hit. And that's a 7 red. We got the win. So now we're up 2 units, and we go back to the color that hit last, which would be red for $1 or 1 unit. Here we go. That's a 34 red. That's a win, so we'll stay on red for $1, and we're up 3 units now. All right, here we go. That's a 4 black. So we lost, so we moved that dollar bet to the first 12, which hit last, and spin. Here we go. All right, we got it again. But I can't wait to share with you what happens next after you lose that one. We're currently up 4 units, so now we'll be on black, the last color that hit for 1 unit. Here we go. That's a 30 red. Okay, we lost that, so the last dozen that hit was third, so we put the dollar there and spin. Here we go. And we lost that one. We got close to it, but now we put $1 on the last double street to hit. So let's go ahead and do that and spin. And I think you're going to like how this works smaller and then back bigger again. I'll explain that as we go through, but there's a nice win. So we restart. We're up 7 units now. We'll be on black for $1, but make sure you stick around. I want to show you how this goes down in the amount of numbers you bet on. Then it goes back up, and then it goes back down, and how that works. So we're going to be on the last dozen for $1 now. That's third dozen. Here we go. This is Play All Night Long by Mark. That's a 25 red. Okay, and we got the win. So we'll be on red now for a $1 or 1 unit. We're up 8 units already, and here we go. That's a 3 red. That's a win, so we'll be on red for 1 unit again. We're up 9 units now, which is pretty good. Starting with dollar bets. That's a 27 red. That's another win, so we'll stay on red. Follow the winner on color to start. We're up 10 units. And I think you're going to really like this one. Make sure you watch the whole video because this has a lot of different twists and turns. And you need to know what to do next. We're going to go to second 12 now for $1. Here we go. And don't think that just because we're going lower in the amount of numbers we bet on that we continue to do that. That is not the case. So we lost on second 12. We're going to go to the double street now for $1. That hit last. And here we go. So it's not going to continue just to keep betting less numbers like this. It's going to cycle back up. I'm going to show you how that works. We're going to a street now for $1, which would be the one that hit last. The 16, 17, 18 street. Here we go. And that's a 20 black. That was close, but we didn't get it. Now we bet $1 on the number that hit last, the 20. And then we're going to work our way back up in the amount of numbers we bet on. I'm going to show you how that works. And that's a 12 red. We didn't get it. So now we're going to go from $1 to $2, and we're going to go back to a double street. So we're going to go back up. We're going to start increasing the number of the amount of numbers we bet on now. That's a 27 red, and we lost. So now we're going to go up to a dozen, but we're going to go to $5. So we're going to go to third 12 for $5. Okay, let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. And we missed it. So now we go from $5 to $15, and we go back to the color that hit last. All right, let's go ahead and spin for $15 on red, the last color to hit. And we got it. So we restart the whole thing again. But I'm going to go over the entire progression, which is you need to know everything. It's a very long but very cool. And we're going to go back to red for $1. We're up 13 units now. And here we go. That's a 23 red. Okay, we got it, and we'll go back to red for $1. We're up 14 units now. And again, though, I'll go over every single bet if we don't get a really, really long losing streak. But the whole idea of this is that he plays all night without losing, so hopefully it does well also. So we lost that one, so we'll be on third 12 for 1 unit now. See if we can hit that. Okay, and that's a 17 black, and that's a loss. So now we go to the double street for $1 or 1 unit and spin. But I like how it works its way back up and starts increasing the numbers that you bet on. Hey, we got a win there. Fantastic. So now we're currently up 17 units, and we'll be on black, which is the color that hit last, and let's spin. All right, this is very different. I like seeing systems that are very different every once in a while. There's a nice win, and it looks pretty good too. And again, he says he's never lost with this, so I can't wait for you guys to test this out and let me know what you guys think as well once you get all the information for this one. So now we're going to go to the first 12 for $1 and spin. Again, you follow the winner. And we lost that one, so we're going to go to the double street for $1. So we'll be on the 14 double street for 1. And let's spin. And that's a 4 black. That's a loss. So we go to the street now for $1 or 1 unit. And then we'll start working our way back up again once we bet on the single number. But that's an 8 black, and we almost got the win there. That would have been nice. But we're on, now we're going to be on the single number 8. Let's see if it repeats that. Every once in a while it does. That's a 00. We would have lost probably no matter what we bet on there. So now we start working our way back up again, and now we go back to a street for $2. So the last one that hit was 8 still, so we'll have $2 on the street with the 8 in it. And that's a 9 red. I can't believe we hit that one. Okay, so now we're up 35 units. That was a big one. All right, so we'll be on red for $1 again. But remember, just like the time we went through before, if we had lost, we would have gone back up again, kept increasing the numbers. And I'm going to go over all those as we go through. So let's go ahead. Now we're up 36 units. Let's go ahead and spin. And one really key to this for Mark is he has a large bankroll, which we're going to go over here in a minute. A large bankroll for a small starting unit, which allows him to just keep playing and playing and playing and not losing his bankroll. So here we go. That's a 34 red, and that's a win. Okay, so we're up 38 units now. We'll go back to red for $1. And here we go. And once you work your way back up, it goes, to $5 when you get to that dozen, and then once you get back to the color, it goes to 15, and then there's a lot more to it after that. So we're up 39 units, and let's go ahead and spin. Okay, that's a 21 red. Wow, we're having a bunch of red in a row here. So we're getting more units of profit. We're up 40. And let's go ahead and spin here. That's a 35 black. Okay, that's a win. Or I'm sorry, a loss there. We're going to go to the dozen now. Dollar on third, 12. We'll see if we can go, how far we go through the progression this time. That's another loss, 1 red. So we put the dollar on the double street now for the 1. Let's go ahead and do that. And if we lose this one, we'll put a dollar on the street. That's a 3 red. I can't believe we hit that. My goodness. Okay, we're at 43 units now. We'll be on red for a dollar, and let's spin. But we still have plenty of time left. We'll go through, I'm sure we'll go through a lot more of this progression. And then I'm going to share with you the parts that we haven't got to yet if we don't get to all of them. Because this is very, it has a lot of pieces to it that you need to know to play well. And but it's not hard to remember once you get the hang of it. That's a 2 black. Okay, we lost, so we go to first 12 for a dollar now. And here we go. Okay, we lost that one, so we'll go a dollar now on the double street that hit last, which will be that 33. Oh, I accidentally put it on the street that time. So here we go. That's a 36 red. And we actually would have won that one if I had done it right. So sorry about that, Mark. And but we're at the street level now, so we'll have a dollar on just the street this time. That's a 23 red. Okay, so now we're going to go from the street to the single number. So we'll be on Michael Jordan, number 23 for 1 unit. That's a 15 black. Okay, now we're going to work our way back up. We're going to go to the street that hit last, the 15, for $2. And here we go. And I'm almost glad we lost that one that I would have won because I want to show you more of this progression. Okay, so now we're going to go to $2 on the double street. We'll be on the 12 double street. Okay, let's go ahead and spin. That's a 24 black. Okay, now we're going to go to the $5 bet on dozen. So that's $5 on the last one that hit, which would be second 12. There we go. And we lost that. That's a 6 black. So now we go to a $15 bet on the color that hit last. Okay, and you can see where we're at there. We're up 30 units. And now we have a $15 bet on black. And we got it, so we restart again. So now you can see how it builds it back up again, so it makes it easier for you to win. Then it goes back the other way again. So if we had lost on black, then we would have bet 15 on the dozen that hit last. Then we would have bet 15 on the double street that hit last. Then we would have bet 15 on the street that hit last. And then we would have bet 15 on the last single number. And then when we work our way back up again, if you lost on the single number at 15, we'd go to 30. And then 30 would go on the street. Then 30 would go on the double street. And then 30 would go on the dozen. But then if you lose that, you would go to $150 on the color after that one. And I'll go over everything else as we go through here. But we got the win there. We're up 45 units. Let's go ahead and spin. But I thought I would try to go through some of it right there with you so you got a better idea of how this progression works. Okay, that's a loss there. So we put $1 on first 12 or 1 unit. But again, the reason that Mark's not losing his bankroll is because his bankroll is so high, which we're going to talk about now. He has a $2,550 bankroll for these dollar units, which is extremely high for a dollar unit, but he says that's the secret to him never losing. So we're going to be on second 12 for $1 now, and let's spin. Now, you can use part of his progression and use a lower bankroll, and then just have a stop loss as well. So I think there's a lot of different ways you can use his strategy here. We're going to go $1 now on double street. So I don't think you have to have $2,550 unless you're going to do it all the way through like he's doing it. But if you want to have a stop loss that's less, you can do that and just figure out how much, at what point you would actually lose. We got the win there. We can restart. We're at 47 units, and we'll be on red for $1. And here we go. And again, this is Mark's win all day roulette system. And he says it's never lost. So doing really well today also. We'll be on third 12 for $1 or a unit now. And that's because it starts so low and has such a high bankroll. And here we go. That is a loss. So we're going to go to Double Street for $1. I put it on the street there accidentally. Let's go ahead and get it right. Okay, here we go. Okay. And that's a 9 red. Okay, so that was on the Double Street. We'll go to the street now for $1 or 1 unit. And spin. That's a 33 black. Okay, and now we're going to go to the single number for 1, which would be 33. No way. Oh my goodness, we actually hit the single number. So now we're up 78 units and we just ran out of time. Now I'm going to go over the rest of the bets here with you. So obviously you've seen the ones that are small, but once you get to the level of $15, it's going to go 15 color, 15 dozen, 15 double street, 15 street, 15 straight up. And then it's going to go to $30 back up on the street, $30 on the double street, then it goes to $150 on the dozen, and then it goes to $450 on color after that. That's why you need the $2,550 bankroll if you would ever get that high. But then after that, $450. If you did lose a $450 loss on color, then you could do 900. If you had the $2,550 bankroll, you could do 900 on the last 2 dozens that hit and recover it all right there as well. I hope you saw enough of this progression to put it with the bankroll size that fits you best. Obviously, a lot of people that play dollar units don't have $2,550 as a bankroll, but if you do, you can play it the way Mark does and consistently make profits every day without and start winning time and time again like he's doing. So I hope you enjoyed this progression. It's very different and unique. And let me know what you think. Email me, comment, put it in the comments as usual. And I would love to hear from you. Also, send your systems in to roulettemaster.c@gmail.com, just like Mark did. Again, that's roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. I hope you're enjoying the channel and the new systems each and every day. And if you are, please like, share, and subscribe, and share with your friends because let's keep growing this great community of people that love roulette and love seeing new systems every day like I do. And this is the Roulette Master, and have a great day, everybody.